you do that? How? Gorgeous. Gorgeous.
Welcome back everyone to the channel, or welcome in if you're new. In this video, we're going to be talking about HEX, 10-cent HEX, what comes next. So if you like this kind of quantitative technical hybrid analysis on the HEX price, pulse chain, and more, leave a thumbs up. Be subscribed by the end of the video if you aren't by now. And let's talk about this absolute tear that HEX has gone on today. So this is a linear chart, right? Just wanted to place an impressive image here upon you of what just happened today. We had a clear breakout candle. Now there's a lot to say here, a lot to say. So let's just jump right into it, man. Technical side of things, first of all, we've been following this uptrend channel and we bounced right off of it. Remember, I was saying convergence of support is super powerful. So we had convergence of support in the sense of parallel channel support as well as moving average ribbon support. We've been talking about these moving averages for a while now as well. So the top of this channel currently corresponds to approximately 15 cents, all right? Give or take half a penny. So 14 to 15 cents is where the top of this channel corresponds to. Now, just the same way that convergence of support is a great sign. First of all, congrats on 10 cents, everyone in HEX. Like, huge deal. Everyone's partying today because of it. Let's just, first of all, congratulations everyone who's in HEX right now. So 15 cents is the top of this channel, and the top of, okay, so just the same way that convergence of support is a thing. Wait, where did this come from? Convergence of resistance is also a thing. So I'm not trying to rain on anyone's parade, but I do want to point out certain targets, right? Certain bullish targets. So if you recall, a while back, we had pretty much our predictions saying, you know what, we've broken out of this ascending triangle formation. And so once we find support, our technical target is 12 cents, right? And I said we have a history. HEX has a history of doubling technical targets, meaning if it repeats history, then it'll go anywhere from 12 to 24 cents would be a more bullish side of that same target. So 12 to 24 cents would pretty much be hitting the top of this parallel channel anywhere from now until August 16th. So those numbers are becoming more and more realistic, especially given the fact that we actually hit 11 cents today. And for the first time ever, HEX is holding above 10 cents for a prolonged period of time, which I know it's just a day and we haven't closed our candle, but this looks like a strong ass candle. We saw it be sold down a little bit and it's just coming right back up, sitting currently at about 10.8 cents. So this is a cool chart to look at. Now let's look at our quantitative charts, all right? So LookIntoHex.com, your go-to website for the best quantitative charts on HEX on the planet, in my opinion. And our first chart is our good old trusty regression rainbow. So on our equidistant model, if this were a few months ago, I would have probably titled this code yellow because we had a nice pump above the yellow curve on our equidistant model for our regression rainbow. This is such an exciting thing, by the way, the fact that like this 10 cent level is more psychological than anything, right? It's more like that clean mathematical 10 cent level, because at the end of the day, we really just had this little pump here. Like we've seen this before. So if you guys are excited about this, whew, I can't wait until a potential incoming bubble. So on our Fibonacci space model, the one that we've subscribed to a little bit more recently, saying, you know what, each level here has mathematical significance as opposed to the above model, which only gives non-arbitrary significance to red, green, and pink. This one actually gives mathematical significance to all of them, right? And so we like to subscribe to this one a little bit more recently. And on this one, we haven't even reached yellow yet. We really haven't. We're still playing in our little orange-yellow band and haven't really done much from there. So, I mean, I'm still super bullish, thinking that if this fractal plays out, again, we've been talking about this for a while. This is the beauty of being a broken record when you have a strong thesis, is that you're hammering the same points, right? You're hammering the same points, and if people get bored or tired of hearing it, I mean, it's like Gary Vee said before, like he repeats the same shit because it works, because it's a strong thesis, because he's right at the end of the day. And so if we see this fractal that played out last time consolidating between orange and yellow before popping off to higher levels. If we see something like that again, it would correspond to as high as 90 cents to potentially $1 in the coming months, or as low as maybe we just see a bubble to blue of 20 to 30 cents in the coming months. So all these targets are bullish, right? I have no idea what level this will actually reach. I mean, we can look at what Ether did on its regression rainbow to kind of get an idea. And now that we've hit 10 cents, I'm actually going to put this on the site. I'm going to put this on the website on the regression rainbow section. Look at that. We're still pumping. 10.87 cents. Holy shit. So if we repeat history in the sense of what Ether did on its regression rainbow, then again, we could be seeing pink in October. As soon as October, as late as May 2022, according to this model, putting us anywhere from the $1 to $30 region, right? We've talked about this. So big things coming. Definitely big things coming. And we have a couple more charts we want to look at, a few more actually. One of them being our risk metric for our heat maps. Okay, and I'll redo the graph for this one, because this one I do actually have to update manually about every week or so, our weekly percent change heat map. But we actually do get a day-to-day real-time metric here with the graph. This is non-color coded, but it effectively represents the same data. And so something I saw that's very interesting here that we've actually seen before, and I don't think I've ever pointed this out on this channel, is back here we had a divergence. We had a hidden bullish divergence on our risk metric with price. Like if you look at over here, day 417 or so, when price hit, over here on the big payday dump, this big payday dip, when price reached, the third of a penny, fifth of a penny regions, we saw our risk metric go down to about 0.1. However, when we saw our higher low here of 0.007, we actually saw a lower low on our risk metric of about 0.07, right? So you could call this a hidden bullish divergence on the risk metric. And after that, well, it's clear we are approximately 15x above where this was. So what do we see here? Well, I'm seeing this where our risk metric dropped down to 0.3 when the price dipped down to 4 pennies, and now the price has been consolidating around the 8 to 9 penny region. The risk metric has been going lower, below 0.25. And so if we see something similar to what we saw back here, where prices rallied 15x from this hidden bullish divergence, then a 15x from here would be $1.50. So now you see why something like this, saying, okay, $1 could be incoming relatively soon, maybe even this year, it doesn't seem so far-fetched. It just really doesn't. There are certain metrics saying that it's not only possible, but becoming more and more likely every single day. Now, this is a chart I really, really like, because obviously we have our HEX versus Ether ROI from launch chart, but HEX just outperforms so hard that even when you normalize it, right, it's just outperforming the whole time. And so we give Ether a break by saying, okay, let's shift HEX's price action a little bit and say, I think about like 4 months or so. So give Ether a head start in terms of where you scale the beginning to, and yeah, give it a head start so you can better project where HEX could be headed, right? And you see that when you normalize this, it oscillates around it more so in a rational, not rational, but it oscillates more so in a stable way than something like that first chart, which just is an amazing just series of bubbles, it looks like. So, and just in terms of correlation, right? I'm really just trying to find a chart that correlates. And so if this chart correlates a bit more than the previous chart, you can, extract certain insights from it. And what insight can we extract from it right now? Well, price of HEX, ROI of HEX on this model has pretty much hit the 1 level, which means it's hugging the curve. It means the HEX ROI is hugging the Ether ROI, damn near like on the dot. So you saw what Ether did from here. It rallied another, what? 6x, 7x. So, near 11 cents times 7 is 77 cents. So now you see how these levels start becoming closer to reality. Now, a few more charts, just a couple more charts I want to look at. Our quarterly ROI chart. Again, you can find all of these on LookIntoHex.com, updated every single day. Check it out. First link in the description always on these videos. Then you can see that where we are now is our Q3 of 2021, this pink curve, which just pumped up to be, so far, currently, the highest performing quarter of HEX ever so far. I know it's only day 13, but so far it's outpacing even the best quarter, right? The best quarter ever was Q2 of 2020, where at our peak we were looking at, 15.6x from the beginning of the quarter, and we ended it at a nice 7.69x. And at this point in time, that quarter was at 1.32x, and the current quarter is at 1.38x. So all I'm trying to say here is that this current quarter is outpacing all of them. So if it can maintain this level of overperformance, we could see, again, as high as a 15.6x, which simply be about an 11x from here. 11 times approximately 11 cents is about $1.20. So now you see that all our targets are really just in the double-digit cents or in the dollars, right? We're eyeballing actual dollar figures now. So if this quarter performs, even if it just performs like an average quarter, then you're still looking at like a 30-cent hex. All right. So 30 cents at this point is like, yeah. Anyways, if we look at our fair value chart, then we see that the fair value of HEX is currently sitting anywhere from about 13 cents to about 17 cents. And the price, again, just this little pump. This is what we've seen today. So sure, it's exciting. Sure, we've broken these key levels and we're sitting pretty, right? Sitting pretty. Would you expect to maybe come down, find support on 10-cent level? Sure. I was under the impression that this might have been forming something like another ascending triangle, and we would see resistance at 10 cents, come back down and form something that would pop off. But now it looks like we're just breaking right through it. So I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. Like over here we had a nice rally up to the 10-cent region before even testing this level again. So could we see a further rally into the 15-cent region before coming back to test? Yeah, we could. So we'll see. I'll keep you updated. Very exciting times, definitely. Yesterday's pulse chain video was super well received, and there's so much to talk to you about on that end that I'll be knocking out. If not another video today, I rarely ever make 2 videos in a day. I think I only did it like twice in the early days. But I might do that. If not, definitely tomorrow we'll be updating you guys on all the new specs we got for pulse chain, which it changes things, and there are certain models we can whip up to kind of optimize strategy and whatnot. So I'll be leaking some of that tomorrow. All right. So appreciate you watching. Leave a thumbs up if you enjoy this kind of technical and quantitative hybrid analysis on hex charts, pulse chain, and more. Be subscribed by now, most definitely. If you watched this far into the video, let's get to 4,000 subs. Let's send this to the moon. And yeah, I appreciate you watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Congrats, everyone. I'll catch you tomorrow or later. Peace.